Hello everyone, odedex here, welcome to episode 83 of my Simple Let's Play. So as you can see, I'm still in my netherrack age, and there has been some changes. So, at first I was with 8 magma crucibles, and I finished my array of 64 of those engines, 64 magmatic engines. But it was still not fast enough, so right now I just added another row of 8 magma crucibles and another 64 engines going up top. All of them connected to the same line, same lava line and same power line. I just noticed a small bug here, that for some reason the pipes do not connect here. Actually, it's not a bug, it's a bad configuration. Okay, so after this has happened, I thought that the speed of which I mine will be actually slower than the speed of which I process, but it seems not to be the case. So what I'm going to do, I'd like to mend it. I would like to add some sort of measurement to check if all my magma crucibles are full to stop the quarry. Or basically, if the furthest one is full, aka this one, because if you look at the tubing network, this one has the longest distance from the relay to get to actually filling up the magma crucible. If this one is full of netherrack, I can turn this off. Alright, so what I'm going to do is use a buildcraft piping, some conditionals, and wireless redstone to make it, nice and easy. Now, wireless redstone I haven't made yet in this Let's Play, so I'm going to need one transmitter and one receiver. And they are created in a way I've not created it before. I'm going to obsidian stick, exactly 2 sticks for 2, that's fine. So 2 sticks, I'm gonna need stone wafers and stone. Yeah, I've got those, no problem. But I will need 2 components that I don't really recognize. So I'm gonna need 1 dish, which is stone bowl, okay, and a nether pearl with an obsidian stick. Nether pearl, okay. I think, yeah, unlike the previous wireless redstone mod that I used to use, Chicken Bones tried, I think, to make this a little bit more balanced, because after all, wireless redstone is kind of strong. If you use it right, it can be quite powerful. So he made it require an ender pearl. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so this ender pearl, redstone, glowstone gives you the wither pearl. I need this 1 stick, this, and I got myself the wireless dish. Okay, so I got the receiver. Now for the transmitter, I'm gonna need same thing, just a stick instead of a dish. I think I'm gonna be short. Oh no, you have glowstone. So glowstone. I don't have the ender pearl though. Okay. So the glowstone, or it's just paste the recipe. So this, and this gives us the wireless transmitter. Alright, so this is the first part. The second part is getting a gate. I'm gonna try and go for, I have an OR gate available. Let's try use that first. If it won't have what I need, I can use the golden gate. The golden gate will have it, no doubt. So I'm going to need a cobblestone pipe or a gravel pipe. I don't think I have one actually. Okay, let's just make some more. How do you make them though? Or actually, do they store them in the chest right here? Yeah, there we go. I need 1. Some redstone to make sure that I have the power, because I don't know how the gates will interact with those things, but it should be everything that I need. And let's get moving. By the way, I can also see... No, this is still the old lava remnants that I used to have here. This is not new lava. So I guess still all the new magmatic engines will still need to take their time to fill up with all the excess lava before actually sending off to my main world. Okay, so the way I'm going to do it is very, very simple. I'm going to get to the bottom of the crucible. Now the bottom is already set as blue. Blue slot is the inventory slot. I'm going to place the gravel pipe here. An iron ore gate. Let's see, does the iron ore gate has a check whether or not the inventory is full? Yes, it does. If it does, then turn on the redstone signal. I think actually this may interrupt with here. Or... no, it actually doesn't interrupt with it. Oh, wait, it does. Yep, it does interrupt with it. So I'm going to do some trickery here. How can I get this done? I can use another gate. Okay, I can just use another gate and fix this. So what's the problem is the magma crucible is set to run... you know what? Oh yeah, I can just ignore it, I think. I can just ignore the redstone signal and I think that's the fixes the problem. Yeah, signal required ignored, so it will just work no matter what. Let's make sure, let's let it finish one more time. And yeah, it's fine. Okay, so the redstone signal here will output into this stuff, to this redstone powder, because I don't know if it will work directly with the transmitter. Probably will, but you know, rotate it twice. Okay, and this will be my frequency. Let's call it nether rack quarry. And set it to, whoops, okay, let's set it to frequency 1. Netherrack quarry, set name, okay. And when this is on, or basically the same network will be connected to this engine. It will be on the netherrack quarry, and this engine is set to run only when there is no redstone signal. So very simply, when this is full, when this magma crucible is full, it's gonna turn off the magmatic engine and it's gonna stop inputting power into the quarry, basically stop mining. And this way I can fix the terrible bounce back that I'm having with the relay here. Now I may still have some bounce back, but it won't be as severe. Okay, this is... yeah, it's gonna take care of itself. Now again, every here and then this will get empty. It will, you know, kind of fill this up a little bit with more energy, but in the long term it should help with the bounce back that I really hate having, because those bounce back are what hurts your FPS eventually. Okay, it seems to be working fine. Definitely some difference. The fact that this quarry shuts down here and then, that's some difference already, so that's fine. I don't like the fact that this happened again. Every time, or not every time, but sometimes when I move between the ages. Okay, there we go. The engines and their orientations get crazy. Now I think it's only visual, because most of them seem to have the same lava value, meaning they've been wasting them at the same rate. Still don't like having it. Okay, so I'm gonna let this run for now, and let me start doing other things. Okay, so today I wanted to start creating the alvary for my bees. I have the necessary amount, no doubt about it, enough pollen, enough royal jelly. But right before doing that, I want to do something fun. I want to go on a tangent, do something fun. My iron supply has been dipping very, very low. I've been using a lot of it in my HV solar array factory, and yeah, it's kind of dead. So I would like to go to Mistcraft and do something fun. Let me get I need one of those stable ages that I use. Okay, let's go for the HV factory's age. I'm gonna copy it on the new notebook. Copy it as is with the unknown page and all, because I know it works, so let's give it a try. Okay. And on that notebook, on that new age, I'm gonna do two new things. Basically one more thing. I'm gonna add tendrils. Should have tendrils. I'm pretty sure I found them. If I don't have tendrils, that will be kind of embarrassing right now. Okay, tendrils. And I want to make those tendrils, guess what? Out of iron ore, which I managed to trade with the villager. So basically, assuming this works, let's just make sure that it's set up correctly. So after everything, make tendrils out of iron ore. So assuming this works fine, it should create a stable edge. Oh wait, actually no, it will never create a stable edge. Iron ore and basically any type of ore, when you use them, no matter what, it will create imbalance or instability, to be more precise. So this edge will be unstable. There are many different kinds of instabilities to take into consideration. There's sometimes sickness, there's sometimes fatigue, all sorts of different instabilities. But however, this will create an edge. Actually, you know what? Let's just create it, and you guys will be able to see for yourself. So this is the descriptive book. I'm gonna need a book stand. I will take a linking book with me, and let me actually clear my inventory because I will need empty inventory assuming this works. So let me do that and we can go there. Okay, so let's give it a go. I got my linking book, my descriptive book, my book stand, and a relatively empty inventory. Let's see what we've got. So it should create a stable edge, or at least as far. Yeah, okay. So I do have both slowness and nausea. And the world. Ooh, okay. This is horrible. Actually, I don't see any tendrils around, so have I done something wrong? I've got a star fissure, blue, and ooh, spontaneous explosions. I think that's an instability and you can add on your own. It actually will add stability. Okay, so it should have created iron tendrils. Oh, there we go. Oh, very tiny iron tendrils though. There we go, now we're talking. So as you can see, it's created iron tendrils, simply tendrils made out of iron. Now the fact that I'm nauseous is actually very annoying. But this is a big giant iron vein that you can simply mine until it simply dies. And this is awesome. I really like these tiny... Okay, let's try mining this underground. Or they don't go underground, tendrils. No, they seem to go underground. In case you're not familiar with Mistcraft, whenever you're not in direct vision of the sun, or basically the sky, any sort of negative potion effects, all those nausea and slowness and mining fatigue, they do not affect you. So you need to be in direct vision of the sky to be affected by it. So there you go, that's what I wanted to do. I was expecting instability. When you use those iron ore, golden ore, or diamond ore, you will always get instability, but then again, you get this nice and awesome iron tendrils. Giant iron veins. I can just keep going here. Now of course I'm gonna mine this a little bit, have a little bit of fun with it, but then I'm gonna discard the age, because it's gonna be unstable. It's gonna be not something that's gonna be used. Probably the next time I'm gonna get here, it's gonna be very, very co-opted. Highly likely that it's gonna have some sort of corrupted blocks, or those spontaneous lightning bolts actually do damage. They make some tiny explosions, and you know. But yeah, this is awesome. So I'm gonna have a little bit of fun and I'll be right back. And by the way, before you think on why have I used tendrils and not done the same thing I did with netherrack in my previous episode, for example, just making the entire age out of iron ore, you can't do that. I actually wanted to try something like that, but you can't. You can't use iron ore. There are some specific materials that you can use to generate the entire age. Netherrack you can do it with. You can do it with stone. You can do it, I think, with endstone. But other materials like the ore or like the wood that I've been finding, the wood symbols, you cannot create the entire world out of. You can only make tendrils out of them or other specific constructions. I think only the tendrils are the one that you can make. You can modify their material. But yeah. Okay, so I got my inventory full. I do have some pages, but I don't really want to get rid of them. The minimap has changed. I like to look at it, and you can see the amount that I've carved here. Almost the entire tunnel that you see carved, that's pretty much all iron ore. So let's see how does the outside look right now. The minimap has changed, so I want to see how it actually looks. Yeah, those are the corrupted blocks I've been talking about. These blocks just spread like a disease or something, and they will simply take over the world eventually. They simply take whatever they see and replace it with themselves. So for example, all the sand will eventually be this corrupted block thingy. Ooh, a page. Forest deals. I can dump this thingy. So yeah, actually by the time I come back here again, this place might be completely overrun with this. So they spread quite fast. So let's just get out of here and can pretty much discard the world completely. I'm not gonna go there again. No, but I'm gonna keep it for fun. Okay, so basically I was going to refill my iron supply, but I think since I got these two types of products, I think I'm simply gonna smelt native iron clusters here, but I'm gonna dump the actual iron ore in here, in its designated place. So I can push a little bit more solar arrays now. Yeah, I can probably gonna get one. Yeah, I got one, even maybe two. Yeah, there was a large buffer of copper, so it's gonna all get made at the moment. Already two, probably will get more. Okay, while doing this, I noticed that I don't like the way the MFSU is being powered here, so I'm gonna officially do what I was going to do eventually anyway, and simply connect this power line to also be feeding up to eventually the MFSU for the machinery here. So this solar panel right here can be joining the other ones, and just when this is full, all the power will go to the mass fabricator instead. So just don't like the way it looks. Okay, so let's have it like let's have it like this. So I can break this MFSU and have it here. There we go. And I can move this one. Can I make a medium one yet? No, I only got two. Yeah, I won't be able to make medium ones, so just take these three, move them over here. This is what I've been doing lately. Every time I make one, like every time I throw some iron inside, I make a couple of them, I just place them in here, generate some more energy for this recycler, and all the extra energy goes into the mass fab. So create a little bit more UU matter over time. This is the plan eventually. Okay, so this gets filled up, and all those machines should also get their energy. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so I came here to take a look at what's going on, and there are a few surprises. First thing, for some reason, I have a feeling I know why, this stopped. Probably because this redstone is powering this block, and this block is touching this one, so better just do the same thing we did here to stop it. But then again, why is it powering that block? Because for some reason this gate has been blocking the entire production for quite some time now. I think the inventory here, this check isn't working as I would expect it to. Let's say if there is a space in the inventory, send a redstone signal. Now if I try to fill it up, if there is a change, sometimes yeah, the Buildcraft gates rules, they don't work exactly as you would expect them to. Or maybe it's the interaction with the thermal expansion machine is what's making it go crazy. It just doesn't interact right. What happens if this is orange? Right now it doesn't send a signal, and if it's full, it's not yet full, now it's full. It also doesn't send a signal. And alright, so let's see if it's like this. No, it doesn't send a signal and it should be full. Yeah, for some reason it treats the blue slot, whether it's full or not. No energy, energy stored, full energy. Inventory empty, no. Items inventory, yes. Space inventory, no. Yeah, it thinks this inventory is full. Okay, so let's do some trickery in here. I'm going to another relay for this, but yeah, let's do some trickery. It should fix this. Let's get the relay and get this fixed. I really wanted to get to alvaries today, but I don't know if it will happen. I may start creating them, but not actually dealing with them yet. I don't know if I'm gonna have time. So let's see, I'm gonna need the relay, and I think that's it actually. Just a relay. Thinking about it, yeah, it should be fine. So get back to that age. Okay, so do the following. This is going away, this is going away, this is being broken, and this can also go away. Okay, so now this will be a relay. This one, this gate will be here. We'll do the same check. If the inventory is full, send a redstone signal, and that will then again feed into this transmitter. I think it connects, by the way. Okay, so let's give the test. Do I have all this buffer netherrack here? So let's fill this up. So right now it doesn't do anything. It still doesn't do anything. It still doesn't do anything, but when it's full, send a redstone signal. Okay, and this will push the netherrack directly into the magma crucible. So when there will be a stack hidden in the buffer here, yeah, it's gonna act a little bit strange, but overall, this should fix the problem. This should fix the problem that I've been having with everything here. Let's just actually empty it out a little bit, because most of those machines haven't been getting their supply properly. So let's empty it out and let it mine again and get some more netherrack. And most of these engines seem to be full on lava, so my lava supply should start climbing up in the overworld. Checking for something here. Yeah, that's what I was checking for. 64 engines per 8 magma crucibles are more than what you need. However, I did this on purpose because magmatic engines, once their energy stored is going too high, their output simply goes down. So eventually it will balance itself out without shutting down. I don't think it shouldn't shut down, or actually, you know what, it may shut down. We'll see. Well, most of those magma crucibles haven't been working for the past couple of minutes, so there has been quite a large buildup. It should fix itself eventually. Let's actually help it fix itself. And whoops. And then there shouldn't be any problems. Let's make sure that everything has something to be working on. So energy is being used. And then the engines at the end of the line there should revert to normal. Let's see. They should start, this energy storage should start going down relatively fast. How about this? No, same problem. Well, it should fix itself. There is no doubt about that. Is it happening? Yeah, up until here it's happening. Well, I guess 64 times 2 for 16, probably maybe a little bit too much. Too many engines. Well, I'm just gonna let them run. Oh, there we go. Now they've got rid of all their excess energy, so I guess maybe it was just something visual. I don't know. Things are acting strange here. Well, anyway, now it should take care of itself. The problem should be fixed. So I can get to my alvaries finally. Alright, so I'm gonna need for the alveary, I'm gonna need 27 of these blocks. So 27 of these blocks mean 27 times 8 of those scented panelings, which are 216. So 216 royal jelly and 216 pollen. 216, I think that's a little bit less. It's less than, yeah, it's less than 4 stacks. So let's start with 3 stacks of each and then see how can I go from there. How many more will I need? Actually extracted one too many stacks. Okay, so let's set up the recipe. It's gonna require a lot of honey, which actually I didn't take into consideration. I should where do I produce it? In a squeezer. No, I want to actually get the capsule. How do I get honey? How do I get the liquid honey? Honey drop can be used where? I think it's in the squeezer. Yeah, in the squeezer you get the actual liquid honey, because it's gonna need to be moved. Or actually I can just connect the carpenter here and work directly from it. Let's get the carpenter. Alright, I'm gonna get the carpenter and set it up. Okay, so I got my carpenter. I extended this liquid duct by one pipe. Let's place the carpenter down. Okay, and I will need to start squeezing honey. So let's start with how much honey is, how much liquid you get of one honey drop? 1/10 of a bucket. So 1/10 of a bucket, and how much do I need for every scented paneling? Half a bucket. So basically every 5 drops is equivalent to 1 scented paneling, so I'm going to need 1,000 drops. Do I even have that? Yeah, okay, I have that. Okay, so how much do I have? That's 31 stacks. Let's just set up the recipe first to clear my inventory. So royal jelly up top, pollen in the bottom, and get rid of all of these. I'm gonna need a lot of beeswax. Which is placed where? Okay, in the 2 corners. 1 and 2. And just a bunch of wood. But I'm gonna take care of that later. So let's start with, I say, 16 stacks. So should be like this. Let's liquefy all that honey. It shouldn't go in my transposer because this transposer has seed oil in its buffer right now, and obviously the inventory cannot accept 2 types of liquid, so it doesn't go anywhere. And yeah, it will be starting to store up here. Okay, and let's get the wood, the final piece of the puzzle, to actually set up the recipe. Have some here. I should have a little bit more here. Let's go for the same recipe, for the same type of wood, so it doesn't go crazy. So place the wood and start to create the scented paneling. And it will also need energy, which I forgot. Yeah, it will be easy to get here. Just need the actual conduits. I hope the actual process will not take too long, because then it will take too long to create those 216 panels. So let's bring the power from here. There we go. And it will start creating them. I'm gonna need 3 stacks of each, and actually have a spare stack of beeswax here. Yep, it's gonna start creating them. Okay, this is gonna take a while. Should have taken that into consideration and actually started making it beforehand. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Okay. Okay, so while I'm crafting the scented paneling stuff, I was looking at the episode length and it seems to be getting there pretty much to the end. I'm gonna let it run off screen mainly, so hopefully by the next episode I can start building my alvary and getting those bees their proper home. I was coming here and taking a look at this. It seems to have stabilized. I've actually moved most of the netherrack that I had here into here, and yeah, most of those are now full. So it seems to have stabilized to the point where, yeah, the mining quarry will stop mining when it's unnecessary, and otherwise it will keep mining, so it seems to be fine. The problem is that I don't really know how good is this. Like, I may need to expand it even more, like even double that, get another 2 rows of magma crucibles and another 2 rows of these engines to actually get it somewhere. Looking back at my main age, looking at my geothermals, this is not even remotely viable. At least not yet. At least not with the setup I'm using here for this mass fabricator. This will have to slow down. I keep taking these guys out because otherwise they overload and start spilling out. I think for the time being, the best thing I can do is actually just reduce the overclockers to make it work fast, make it work slower, because those geothermals barely get any, and at the same time, this is the main problem, that those geothermals stay empty, and when those geothermals stay empty, the amount of energy this mass fab gets is a lot less, and it cannot properly process all the scrap material that it receives. So the ideal solution that I like to go for is, instead of making an age with full netherrack, is to make a giant ocean with full lava, but I don't have lava, I haven't found it yet. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go for that villager again and start trading with him until he gets me what I need, or start creating ages and look for those libraries. I don't know. But for the time being, it's gonna have to do. And yeah, mostly waiting at the moment for those scented panelings to finish. Those squeezes are already at full capacity, and it's gonna take a little bit. Actually, I'm already like 4th way there, so not bad. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.